everyone, welcome to spinpro17.com. We're going to give you a tutorial on using the Matrix Pro interface. This is truly an amazing program, an amazing product. The key to this is just a couple of minor things. One, you need to have at least a 500 unit bankroll. Now, if you're playing with $1, well, that's $500 or more. The more the merrier, believe it or not. If you're using 50 cents, well, again, you should have at least 250, and if you're going to be using less than that, you still should need about 250. But we just have a couple of things to tell you real quick. One, you can use your own progression, but on our website, by having the use of this product as a subscriber, you will have access to the Matrix calculator for free. That will help you with your progressions. The only thing I do want to stress very much is your targets. Okay, it is a proven fact that if you just follow our lead here and tell yourself, okay, I just want to make 10 units or more, and then I would stop, I would reset it. You can come back 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, whatever time you want. You can do this all day long. Now, you don't have to reset. It will give you more numbers as you continue to play. When I say more numbers, as you input, you'll get play numbers. But it's better to just reset, take a break, and come back. You're looking for 10 units or more. If it's dollar units you're using, so $10 or more, reset and come back. If it's 50 cents, well, obviously it's $5 or more. However, you can stop at 8 units in case you have to go 2 misses and you hit, and you got an 8-unit profit for some reason. That's fine. So you're looking for 10 or more profits, 10 or more units profit, but you will take 8. And the reason why is because you will find many times that you're going to hit on your first or second spin, and it's going to exceed your target for that session. So once you've made 10 or more units, you stop and reset. But if you get 8, don't push it, take it. You're going to make up for that. Let's jump in and I'll show you how the module is used. The one thing that you need to pay attention to, again, is your progression. In this demonstration, I'm not going to use the calculator, but I still will use an increase by 1 progression. For those of you who are really conservative, I think if you continue to play using this, you don't really need a progression. It's just going to take you longer to just make a profit that you want to make, but we're still going to use a progression. So here we go. Okay, so welcome to the Matrix Pro interface. So it says input the number from the last wheel spin on the interface. When your play comes out, it will display. Just as demonstration purposes, I can just put in any kind of crazy numbers here. So you see that it's populated, right? The play numbers will come up. If you, by any chance, made a mistake, you can undo the last number. Of course, that made this come up. But if you undo the last number, let's say you put in a different number that you were supposed to, you have, a set of numbers. If you get all confused and flustered, just hit reset and just start spinning again and just put in your numbers. It's not going to take you long. If you don't see any numbers come up here within a few spins, that's perfectly normal. It's because the sequence is telling the program that, hey, I don't want these numbers to come up. So whenever it comes up, you play it. If after you play it and you happen to have a miss or a hit and it disappears, that's perfectly normal. Once you've made your target, just hit reset and start again. So let's jump in and I'll show you how this thing works. Oh, one thing I just want to make clear, okay, because we're going to be using a European wheel, okay, and it happens to only have 1 0. If you use an American wheel, same setup. The only difference is if you have to ever play 0, it's going to be 0 and 00. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, like I says, is if you have a mistake by any inputs, you can just do a total reset and start re-putting numbers in off your spin, or just do undo. So let's make this as quick as possible and show you exactly what we're going to do here and how this thing works. Our first number is 14. Again, as you go along, you will get used to the interface. Sometimes you may not see numbers appear in your first 3 spins. That's fine. It's not going to take you 20 spins to get your plays. And sometimes even after you get your numbers and 1 spin, if you happen to miss, it may disappear. Sometimes a number may stay, or it may be a different number. Do not write these numbers down at any cost, because it's all based, again, on the artificial intelligence, based on the algorithms that are set on this and in this. So your first play is 2, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, and 19. 2, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 19. 20, 29, and 30, 20, 29, 30, and then you have 34 and 0. 34 and 0. If this was a dual wheel American table, I would put 1 on 0 and 00. Okay, so just take a look at this. As we were saying about the targets, we're at 1,000. You want to get to 1,010 units. Okay, If you happen to have a miss on your first, spin or first second spin, and you hit, let's just say you get 1,008 or more, take it and then do a reset, because many times when you're trying to get your 10 units target or more, you'll hit on the first spin and you will exceed that target, so you'll make up for the previous session. Okay, so we're trying to get to 1,010, but we'll take 1,008. Again, don't write these numbers down. It's based on what came up on the interface. We don't know what will happen. We know we'll win. It could be the first spin. It could be the third spin. But we'll find out. Okay? Okay, so your first play is 11. In this case, you didn't have it. That's fine. Sometimes when you input the numbers, this may disappear, or it may come up with different numbers, or maybe the same numbers. In this case, well, we just put in 11. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you made a mistake. You can just hit undo, and it will remove it, and you put in the correct number. So we don't need to increase our bets yet, because it's paying $36, 35 to 1, and we've only spent 24. Again, we're just looking for 1,010 as our profit. Okay, in this case, the second time it has missed. Okay, so why would you have increased at that time? Now I will, but notice I put in 25 and the numbers disappear. That's fine. That is totally fine. I know some of you may say, oh, well, that previous number would have just won if I played it again. Don't. Do what this thing is telling you to do. It has its reasons. For those of you who are gung-ho and don't want to use a progression, then continue. Fine. It's going to eventually, hit multiple times, and you're going to save yourself and make the profit. But so now I'm going to increase. I have the proper bankroll. I'm only looking for 1,010, but I'll take 1,008. Okay? And you had a miss. Not a problem. Again, the reason why I'm doing this video is for you to see if there was any kind of a rough patch. You have the bankroll. Don't worry about it. You're going to do your job. This will do its job, because not all the time you're going to be in this situation where you're going, 4 or 5 spins. No way. I mean, it can happen, but you're still going to make money, because the progression that you're using is what matters. Okay? Second here. Here we go. So it's 2, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16. 2, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16. 19, 20, 29. 19, 20, 29. 30, 34, and 0. 30, 34, and 0. If this was a, dual 0 board, you would play both zeros. So I'm only going to increase by 1. As you can see, my bets are not sky high. In this case, it's only 3 units I'm using, and it depends on what you're playing with. If you're playing with 50 cents or 25 cents, it's minuscule to you. Okay, so there you go. Watch my profit. I was only looking for 1,010. I would have taken 1,008. I only spent 36 bucks. Okay, I'm ahead right now. $24. I'm done. It only took me less than 5 minutes to make that. So what would I do? I would reset. Then let's say I came back 5 minutes later. What am I going to do? I'm going to spin. Okay, I'm going to make sure I hit reset here. I'm going to put in 31 and just go through the motions again. And you can do this all day long. Now, if you choose, I'm not saying you can't, if you choose not to reset it, just keep putting in their numbers and you will get more play numbers that will come up. I'm just telling you to reset it and then get off the casino so you don't spend that much time on the wheel. Again, we're at 1024. What are we looking for? 10 units, right? So we're looking to get to 1034, but we will take 1032, which is 8 units in case, we happen to have a rough patch. And guess what? I was just looking to get to 1034. I'm at 1048, folks. In 5 minutes, I'm $48 ahead. Okay? This is how the power of this thing. I'm going to run this thing up to over $100 in no time. Okay? Just pay attention. As long as you can watch this video, you'll see the power of this thing. Okay, here's the 13. Nothing yet. Here's a 31. Nothing yet. You don't have to spend long for this. It will come up. It's just a matter of what that last set of inputs were. There you go. Now, I'm at 1,048. Did that in less than 5 minutes. What am I looking for? I want to get to 1,058, but I will take 1,056. Okay, let's go. Just spun. Guess what? Hit again. I am now at 1,072. I've exceeded my targets by 20-something dollars. Now, all I'm trying to say, folks, is that you just want to make 10 units or more, and if you get to 8 units or more, you're good. Okay, so I've made $72 in under 10 minutes. Okay, and actually only 5 minutes of play. That's what it's all about. You saw how to do this. You're going to have sometimes a miss here and there. It's fine. You're going to be able to do this. I'll be shocked if you don't make $100 within a half hour. Okay? Just use it the right way. Always remember to reset. Those of you who have to remember something, let's just say, I'm just going to show you this here. Let's say you had these numbers, right? And let's say your next number was 17. These numbers disappear. Your next number was 23. Now this is a different set that came up. Okay? And let's say you hit on 34. Okay? Now, you don't reset. You've made your targets. As long as you start inputting numbers again, numbers will come up. But I want you to reset. Okay? Just where you keep the casino at bay. Okay? And, nobody's going to track you because some of you are afraid of that, even though that's not the case here. All right? Good luck and use this the right way, and you'll be making some serious dough every day.